So today I wanted to show a little game that I like very much and just make a playthrough while I talk about some of the things I like about it. I never done this type of video, so we'll see if I can get out something at least coherent and minimally interesting while I play. So this is Reap, a game by Daniel Linsen. He's a indie game designer, and I believe he did this game for Ludum Dare. This is a game jam, and the first thing you can see here, let me adjust the volume here, brightness. The game has a very unique and striking art style. Is the first thing I like about it. Like I love the color palette. It's like instantly it gives you the idea of a map, of exploration, of a node map, browned by time, like sepia tones. So I really like this, and the sound of the ocean behind it gets you in the mood already. And notice this is like a small jam game. This is not a big production. I believe this is a one-man project done very quickly. And now you can choose your speed. I will choose normal. It's not somewhat hard, this game. This is like a few instructions. And the game is about finding a treasure and surviving while you have to find the treasure. So let's start. So here we are, and this is my little guy I have right here, and we are like castaway in this island, and you can only hold two things in your hand. Don't remember the controls. It's already going very bad. I know I have to find. There you have to find this. This scythe right here to start digging. And how to dig. So second try, I think I remember now what to do. So we start like in this island, and the whole world is procedurally generated. So each playthrough is a whole different little world that you have to play. And as you can see, your field of view is kind of limited by daylight, so the brighter it is, the more I can see. And I'm digging through these trees to find this thing here. This is the main thing here. I will show it in a second. It's the map. But I'm like, I will try not to die. So I have to get across this river here because I want to get that tool over there. This is a site that you use to excavate. So I will build a bridge here. There you go. So to use the scythe, first I need a shovel. There you go, the shovel. Okay, so I will find a place here and start digging. And you can see every action consumes energy on the meter on the left, and there's another meter on the right with food consumption. And I have to eat these turnips. There you go. I have to eat these turnips so I won't die of starvation. And I have to plant these turnips. I don't remember how I do this. I just dropped them. I'm planting these turnips because they yield new turnips. So if I just eat them, I risk getting without a risk starvation when they are growing. So I have to constantly consider these two meters, the food and the energy meter, mainly the food one. And if I get like 9 planted turnips, I think I'm in a good spot. Anymore. I can eat and produce more turnips as they go. I'll leave this here. I won't plant this because I don't know if I will need to eat something before they grow, because they take a while to grow. There's another one there, but I have to get my axe. So you only can carry 2 items at the same time. I'll eat this turnip. There you go. So you can carry only 2 items. I believe this was the limitation of the game jam, like 2 buttons, something like that. But now that I got a little plantation going, I want to show you the main thing in this game, in my opinion, that is the map. So, as I said, let's wait for daytime so you can see it clearly. I'm doing something dangerous here, that's to wander with very little daylight. Let's grab the map and let's let's grab the X. So the goal here is to find the treasure, right? And how do I find it? Through the map. And as I said, the world is entirely procedurally generated, and you can see that the map doesn't show where I am, and this is the main thing here. This is one of the best uses of a game map I've seen, and it's done by this little indie game, and it's incredible. It gives you an incredible sense of exploration. In the map you can see like 4 little crosses there. These are the treasure, these mark the pieces of another map, the treasure map. So I have to piece together these 4 pieces to make the treasure map. And the main thing in this map here is that it doesn't show where I am. So I have to look at it and look at my surroundings and try to locate myself in it. And I won't have any guarantee that I've done this right. I just have to look around and see if the map shows me anything, if I can identify where I am with this map. So I have to look like for coastal lines, something distinctive to show and identify them in the map. So we've got like this small river coming here, and there's another one here. So I think, yeah, I think I found myself. I'm like very in the middle of the map there. If you can see like a small blot, white blot, and like the river coming. Right in the middle there's a light brown area and a white blot with a white line. This is I found myself. So I know where I am. So when I situated myself, I can like start exploring to find the treasure pieces. But I talked too much and now I'm nearly starving. So I have to find some turnips quick. And why this map is so great, because it doesn't show where you are, it gives you an incredible sense of exploration and like of danger of getting lost. Without my map, I feel like very vulnerable, and I need to look at it all the times to know where I am at. So I find this white blot here, this little lake here. So I'm situated myself again. I will go west. No, I will go first southeast to find my first treasure piece. You can see the turnips are already starting to grow there. It will take a little while. So I have to constantly look at the map and look at my surroundings and to get a sense of where I am. So I'm trying to get to a treasure piece, and like there's this feeling of wandering far from home. Like I made that little plantation there. This is like my home in the game now. This is where I will try to come back to, hoping the turnips have grown already. And it's like the safe space, you know. And now I am wandering far from it. And this light brown patch, there should be a treasure a map piece somewhere over here. Let's check again. It's more to the west. So let's dig. I'm a little bit worried. There you go, the treasure. So, and you only can carry two things at once, so I don't want to lose my axe. So I'll have to do this. Oh, there's a turnip there, thank God. I was a little bit worried. So take the... Okay, where I'm going? Okay, now I'm going north. I went this way, I can see my little bridge there. And you can see, like, when you recognize your surroundings, you feel like a big relief, you know, when you identify, I cut across this forest over here, so I know if I go through here, I will arrive at the safe spot. So it is a very interesting feeling the game manages to convey with a very simple mechanic that is like the risk of extraction and a map that doesn't show where you are and a procedurally generated world. And I think now the turnips are ready. I'm not sure. Yeah. So the turnips are ready. No, they're not ready yet. I've eaten a not ready one. I don't think this is too bad. And now I've got a piece of the treasure. Only 3 to go. I'll try to get the one on the west here. Oh, where's my axe? I forgot my axe. Okay, here it is. There you go. The first turnip has grown, and when you plant one turnip, when it grows 2 others. So I can plant one and eat one. So this is why it's sustainable to plant. You know, because now I have a little plantation going, and I'm somewhat safer now because the turnips are growing there. I know if I come back there will be food and I won't die. Okay, I have to go a bit north here and trying to get this piece on the left there, west. I will eat this turnip, and after a while you can actually make it like a second plantation if you if you want to make like a second home, you can do that. I think I have to go up here. I like that there's a lot of turnips here. I'll try to come back. There you go, the other second piece of the map. I'll put my axe here. Get the piece. It sucks when you have to sleep and when it's nighttime because you see so very little. I think it's a little bit annoying, this mechanic of seeing so little of your environment. It's kind of tense, but it works. It makes sense in the for the theme of the game. But maybe I wouldn't do it so little because you can barely see anything, and it's a little bit annoying. But it makes sense. So I can see here, I've come through here, and this thing of only holding one thing at a time, two things at a time, is also annoying, but it has like strategic repercussions, to the game. And I like this game, like it takes this, it's a very small game, but it takes its themes very seriously. It's a survival game, it's a exploration game, and it takes these themes to the extreme in a way that it really makes a difference in the gameplay. So it's not like, it's just not every game, it's thinking about the things it's doing. So every game has a minimap, so I have to do a minimap like every other game. No, why the minimap should show where the player is? For this game it works much better if the minimap doesn't show where the player is. So let's do it this way. So you see I've put two pieces of the map together, and now I'll try to get this in the far west corner of the map. I'll try to go the same way I just went. It's lovely when you find your trail. I think I went down here. And there's this fear of getting lost. I'm already not so sure where I'm going, but you have to take some risks. I think I have to go through this thicket here. Okay, so where am I? I think I'm in this far west brown patch, light brown patch. And the third map piece must be somewhere over to the left. Oh, there you go, the third one. I'll make a pit stop to eat this turnip. Small deviation here. There we go. So now we have like a little bit of a long way to go. I'm a little bit worried, but everything should be fine. I hope more turnips have grown in our home plantation there. And this it's good that this game does something that indie games should strive for, because indie games shouldn't try to be like the simple version of a AAA game. There are some things that indie games can do better than a AAA game, and so like exploring this some quirky little mechanic and take it all the way to see. I'm a little bit lost here. This is something that indie games do very well, you know, and it can achieve like a purity and an innovation that sometimes is harder on a AAA game that tries to do everything very well at the same time. You know, so this can be a more focused experience, and it's great by itself. This is a free game that you can download, and it gives you a very distinct experience. So this is something I think more indie games should strive for. So I'm in our familiar White Lake there. I know my plantation is here. Home sweet home. You can see that starvation meter it was kinda getting close there. Okay, now for the last piece. Where did I left my axe? There you go, the axe is here. I think I'll wait a little bit here for the other turnips to grow, because I've already seen that the last piece, the fourth piece of the map, is very down south. They're in a separate island, and now you see another mechanic that I haven't shown yet. That is sea navigation. So I think I'll wait a little bit for another turnip to grow and maybe take someone. No, I won't take because I need one hand for the axe. We can get something ready here as we wait. So, okay, if I follow this, no, I will go another way. There's a little river here. There should be a river here. Yes, that takes me to the ocean. Yes, there you go, the ocean. And to make a boat, we need to find a log. There you go. There you go, I made a little raft there. So I know where I am. I'm in this like straight river that goes from the ocean north to close to the lake where our home is. There is the lake. And these turnips are taking a while to grow. I get a little bit worried now because my food supply is not so good right now. I think I want to eat like some three turnips, one, two, three, maybe even four, because this will be kind of a long trip, and we have to wait, guys. This is a little bit nerve-wracking. You can see my food meter going down. But our boat is ready for when we need it. It's a little bit tense because you don't know how much time it will take. You have a little clue from the length of the stem on the planted turnip, but you are not like really sure, you know. It might take a while, but I think it must be close because I'm here for a while now. Yeah, I'm worried about this food meter. Come on, guys, grow! Grow! So I know this is not like very engaging gameplay to watch, but let me see what I can talk more about this game. Yeah, I just really like the purity of it. Like everything complements itself. The art style, the limitations on the gameplay. It makes sense, the limitations, you know, it makes the limitations work towards the themes and the mood it's trying to convey. It makes full use. The limitations aren't limitations really, they're like assets, they are like mechanics. Makes full use of them for the best experience. And now I notice that when I stay put, my food meter takes longer to go down, and my energy one too, because I'm not expanding. Oh shit, my food meter is going down. I'm close to starvation now, and I'm hoping these turnips grow. They are taking so long. Come on, guys. I need to eat like 4 turnips at least before I go on the trip. And this is a free game, you know. Daniel is saying if you go to each page, each.io page, he has a lot of fun little games there. There's Roguelite, another one that sometime maybe I'll do a video on, that's very good also. And this one Reap, it's really stuck with me, you know. I actually try to emulate some of this feeling on a few other little projects I've done without much success until now. But it's a big inspiration, you know. This feeling of exploration is something I I love in games, and the act of looking at your surroundings and try to find them in the map is like a really it achieved this. It's very satisfying, and the feeling of safety you get when you find your place on the map, and the feeling of risk when you are going far from the place and exploring new areas. It achieves all this with a very simple mechanic. And while I'm starting to run out of things to say, maybe I'll edit this part on the final video, because I just need these turnips to grow. I need these turnips to grow. Okay, we are kind of in an emergency there. It's the last. Oh, the turnips. We have two. Thank God. If I get this, like, I think some of these will grow at the same time, like this row on the left, this column on the left. I think it will grow at the same time, I hope. And if I'm like desperate, I can dig them before they are ready and eat them and hope to find more on the way. But it's something like of my personality that I want to make sure it's a sustainable plantation before I venture. Like, I'm playing this very risk averse strategy, but you could play it differently. You could like dig all these turnips away. You could eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turnips and hope that you find more along the way. But it's just not my strategy right now. And the art style is another big one. It's another thing that indie games can do very well. It's like achieving a simple but striking art style, because this instantly catches your eye. It's very unique, like it's doing something very unique. It's not trying to emulate like big AAA games graphics. It's something unique and elegant and distinctive. Ah, finally. I think I'll wait these 4 ones and go, guys. I'm tired of waiting. Ah, fuck. I pressed the wrong button. No! I need two more. I need two more. I can go. I can't go yet, and I feel like I'm leading myself to starvation by waiting here, but I can't go yet. Maybe I could. I don't. I'll wait for one more to go, and then I will wait two and go no matter what. But I was talking about the art style. This is something important for indie games to make something that catches the eye because there are so many indie games. But if you manage, there's a balance, because you have to do something achievable, like art style that's doable with a single person team or small teams, but that at the same time looks good and works with the game. And this one achieves this immensely. All Daniel Linson games look great. It's a big part of his style is that all his games look, there's something interesting in the art style going on. And this one is no different. I love the UI, the circular UI, and everything is a circle, and the colors, like they take you to they give you this feeling of a map, and the the way he managed to do this procedural generation looks so good. Like this looks like a hand-drawn map, the colors and the rivers and the coastal lines and the ways, the shape of the islands and the masses of land and the trees. This looks like hand-drawn, this looks like very realistic, and it's awesome, So this is very good use of random generation, of procedural generation. There you go. So I think I'll do something like a little bit. With these two, and I will risk it. I'll dig this one before they are ready, and then I will go. Remember that I did the little raft over here. I'll go. I'll grab my axe and go. So this is like very dangerous. I'm in the open water. I don't want to get lost. So if I go straight down from this river, straight down south, I should reach the other island. And this is like when the feeling of exploration is go to a max, because you're in the middle of the ocean. There's no distinctive land marks, and when you go from the coast, the safety of the coast that to the big oceans, like it's kind of like a leap of faith there. It's like the feeling that the explorers on the navigation's time on the 16th century, like this is what this game is recreating, and then you see land, and it's like a big relief. And I think there you go, the final piece here. So I actually got here very quickly, but I will try. Maybe there are turnips here. I want more turnips. I want to eat. So this game does exploration so good, so well. The feeling of entering the raft and going to the big ocean and waiting for your field of view to expand so you can see your surroundings. Like so simple things that work so well together. Like this is why I love this game. And because this is like the opposite of the trend we see with Game Maker's Toolkit has done a great video. It's a channel that does videos on game design. He's done a video on the little dotted line that's like a tendency that modern games have to guide players. I think I will go back now. That guides players towards the goal without giving the chance for them to get lost. Because big games have to be played by a lot of people to be successful, and indie games can take these risks, to throw you in there and like say, figure out, guy. And sometimes it works. The final piece, the map is complete and my turnips have grown. I will eat 2 more before going to my last hoorah, my last enterprise here. Okay, so now is the final part of the game, and this is actually hard. You have to find, with only this little information here, you have to find the exact place on the map that this cross here. So you kind of have to go through the whole map and with this little clue find where you are. So this is a hard part, I got kind of lucky that the map is near a coastal line, so it's somewhat, it has a good clue where I can find it. So I have to find a north-facing coastal line. So I will check this coastal line here. No. Okay, so I have to mix and match these two shapes here. So I'm looking at this island here in the south where I am. I thought it might be here, but it doesn't look like it. Maybe here? No. Yeah, so probably very there on the north, or on these islands to the right. Who knows? So I'll go back to our main island there. And this part of the game is hard. You can easily starve before you find this. Yeah, I'll go north here, and I'm not with my axe. My axe was left far behind, which is not good. But maybe I'll have to come back to grab the axe again. Damn. I think there was another axe over somewhere over here. No, it's another shovel. And you can see my food supply is not doing so great. Okay, let's go north and hope to find another axe. Hope to find turnips along the way. And, hope to get there when the sun is high on the sky so I can see better. What's this? What's this island over here? Are there any turnips here? Please, come on, help me out here. Oof, that's rough. Oof. Things are getting kinda desperate now. I'll have to come back to my plantation, I think. I'll make this cross. Okay, where am I? Where am I? Fuck, where am I? Okay. Ah, fuck. Damn, things are rough now, guys. My plantation is not very sustainable after all. It is not growing as fast as I need it to. I need to find more turnips. There's a turnip there, but I have no axe. If I can't find another axe, I might be done for. Oh, thank God. And there's this feeling that when your field of view is very narrow, that you might like lose something that's just out of view. That's a bad feeling. There's another tube over there, but I can't reach it without an axe. Come on, let's go, let's go. Make like a... Fuck. Ah, thank God, 2 turnips. Three turnips. Ah, I found a good spot here. No, close, but so close. Looks so much like it. Ah, finding these turnips might have saved my life here. So where am I in the big picture? I think I'm there, like very up north there. Okay, I know where am I. I'll try to make this to this island to the west. There we go. What we got over here? Oh, this is it. This is the place. I found it. But now I have to come back for my shovel. And I knew this would happen, but okay. I'll go to the long way, but to the way that I know that I will arrive. So first all the way to the east. There's a shorter way that I've went before, but I don't remember exactly. Come on. Don't get lost now. So I will go back to my plantation, eat turnips that must be grown by now, get the shovel and go back there. Oh, so good that I found that place. Come on. We are on the final stretch now. Home stretch as they call it. Where am I? Okay, here. I can land here. And the plantation must be down here. Come on. Okay, down here. Yes, a lot of turnips. I think we might have done it, guys. I will plant 2 just to be safe, but I think we've done it. I'll take the big map, yeah, I know the place already. I know how it looks like, I think. Okay. made a really long route. I should, if I had the axe, I would cut a shorter route to get there, but this is what we have now, and we must go. Yeah, so this, it's like it changes the pace here in this when you have to find the treasure by itself. When you found the four pieces of the map, the game kind of changes, now it gets more intense a little bit, and you have to take more risks. And it's nice. The game changes the pace, and it's somewhere over here. There you go. There you go. We found the treasure. Yay! And this is like the windscreen. It's the only thing that misses from the game, is like a proper windscreen. But you found it. This is the treasure. And there you go. This was Reap by Daniel Linson, a little great game that you can play for free. I'll put the link of the itch.io page on the description. And it's a little amazing game, very inspiring to me. Hope you enjoy it.